Welcome back, BVBArmy. Welcome back to our channel. Wow, I forgot how to do the intro. I just had a big brain.
Happens to the best of us.
Wow, that has never happened. And now I'm just like, wait, what? Okay, take two. Welcome back, BVBArmy. Welcome back to our channel, BVBArmy Hearts of Hearts. I am Ruth.
And it's Wild One Nicosaur.
And Lights Monarch, hello.
Yes, so we have Lights Monarch back with us today, guys, aka Casey. Thank you, Casey, for coming back on our show on awesome. If you do not know, it is the beginning of June, the first week of June, aka BVB month on our channel.
Oh yeah, thank you for having me. Would love to be here.
Yeah, we
So,
couldn't have asked to have you back for like a more perfect episode.
honestly,
Right? Vindicate itself.
yes,
Anyways.
we are actually, all three of us, we are going to do a deep dive on the one, the only freaking Vindicate album by Black Veil Brides. I think it's been like what? A couple weeks now that we let the album marinate in our brains and stuff now that we have just a lot to say now for each songs, the concept of itself, the artwork that Richard Villa has done and stuff, and etc. All the other goodies.
You know, the funny part is going to be how you just said it's all marinating in our head. We've had time. But I swear after this episode gets released, you know more shit's going to be released about the album and it's going to be like, God damn it.
Yeah, it'll be completely invalid, but whatever. It's fine.
It's okay.
Exactly.
It's okay. We're gonna try. We're gonna be like that meme from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Like, so okay, so I guess we'll just get started because okay, Vindicate. Hello, Vindicate. I know it's like how long has it been since it's been released now?
At least 3 weeks.
I want to say yeah, 3 or 4 weeks.
Like
Yeah.
close to a month. We're nearing.
Oh my God, close to a month. What has happened? Where
Yes.
did time go?
Oh my gosh, yeah, it will be almost a month because this will come out June 5th.
Oh my God, it's almost been a month.
Yep.
That's
It's
crazy.
crazy.
I
Holy
just felt like
shit.
it was yesterday the Veeps listening party was going on, and now it's just like, what?
Let alone the whole entire build up for all of it. Like yes, in the moment it took so long to get there, but now that we're here, it's like where did it go? But
Where does the
here we
time
are.
go?
I was honestly just thinking, I know we're gonna dive into the album stuff, but do you guys remember all the promotion BBB did on their social medias for this era of Vindicate? Like, remember the Instagram stories that they did, like the trials and
Yep.
stuff they did? Like, I
Yeah.
was just trying to remember during that time, it's like, what is going on? Like, what is happening? What is this era that we're entering now of Black Veil Brides? Because, like, I remember there's all these trials, the ascension and ascending and stuff, and I'm like, what is happening?
There's just so many questions and like literally no answers. Just complete like hysteria. I didn't know what to expect, and it was like Black Veil never did anything like that before. Like it
Mm-mm.
was interacting with us directly, and it
Yeah.
was so cool to be a part of that.
The trials did make me think though, going back and like rethinking about it, it almost gave me like Phantom Tomorrow 2 vibes. I'm not gonna
Mm.
lie. That's what I,
Yep.
especially with the blacked out, the silhouette
Yeah.
figure. I kept thinking it was like the Blackbird figure for some
I
reason.
personally thought it was going to be like another concept, maybe sequel, because I know there was talks about that of the Phantom Tomorrow. Because again, we had no idea about Vindicate, let alone like how intense and revengeful this era was going to be. So it was just
Yeah.
like, what is that? Because
So
obviously, when the trials came on in the Instagram stories, like I know you guys, we could always pick, and we got like different results on depending on which answer we picked and stuff. And so I was thinking, obviously, the first thing that popped in my head was Dante's Inferno, the book and story, the whole concept of the hell and stuff. So
Out of curiosity, did anyone ascend?
I
Yay!
ended up actually doing both because I had my Lights Monarch Instagram and my regular one, so I did it on both because I was
oh,
like, I need to know if there's a different outcome. So
That's smart.
I do remember briefly, just as a side note, that for some reason Nicole's wasn't working because I know there was some kind of glitch of getting the
oh,
responses and stuff. So like I had to send her my responses. Luckily, for the most part, we had the same answers.
Yeah.
good, good. It worked out. It's fine.
It did, thankfully. I think I only got one response back
Yeah.
from BBB. That
Hmm.
was it. Other than that, I'm like,
Really?
Ruth, what'd you say? What was your answer?
Because I know that was just like it's the tip of the iceberg. Obviously, BBB knew themselves, like, okay, we're gonna tease our fandom with these trials and stuff, and hopefully the theories and stuff will start coming alive. Obviously, it did, and then I know time passed, and then obviously, then we got obviously the new singles, the teasers and stuff. So, I mean, let's just talk about Vindicate. Hello, fucking Vindicate.
Amazing album.
Amazing
Fantastic.
album. I love it. Let's just go down each of the songs because like this album overall was so different, a different era, different steps, different techniques that the guys took for everyone, all the guys, literally. And like I'm just like
Mhm. Yes, round of
masterpiece.
applause.
Round of applause to these guys. Like the amount of work that Jake, Jinx, like just everyone in general just did for this album is incredibly like beautiful.
Well, it's all next level, like
Mhm.
Yeah.
literally from every single member.
One of the things that I really love about this album is it really does take you back to not only The Phantom Tomorrow, but also Wretched and Divine, because once again, it is storytelling. Except I feel
Hmm.
like I don't want to say that there's a difference between any of them. I do feel like the storytelling in each album is something that Andy has dealt with or just has related to in general. But I feel like us fans for this specific album, we have all related to our whole lives.
And so I know there was, I don't know when it was posted before the official release date of Vindicate, but there was a post on Instagram stories too that you can enter to win like Andy's bloody razor and t-shirt from the movie Bleeders. But when you did enter that, you also got a free download of Andy's commentary for each song of the album. Luckily, I was able to get it. I know Nicole, you were able to. Casey, were you able to get that at
I
all?
definitely missed out on that. Yeah,
Ah,
unfortunate. I
okay.
didn't even know. Now I feel a fake fan. Damn.
It's okay.
Oh,
It's okay. So I got it, and I will say Andy does a really good deep dive for each of these songs. It makes me laugh though because every time he ended it, it's like, "This is my far, my best, my favorite song." No, this is my favorite song. This is my favorite song. I'm like, Andy,
they're all
you,
favorites.
you just said it for every song. Just to say everything's your favorite songs. But like one thing that he kept mentioning throughout these commentaries of it, I don't know if you guys know this poem or slash story, Paradise Lost by John Milton. So Andy kept mentioning this. It's based the summarization of it. It tells the story of Satan's rebellion against God, his temptation of Adam and Eve, the humanity fall from innocence with emphasize free will, responsibility, and hope of redemption. That's basically the genre of this Paradise Lost. And Andy was obviously very inspired from this Paradise Lost story summarization that he made this Paradise Lost basically into Vindicate. So
Believe he said the original idea was that it was going to be the concept record for that story,
yes,
but
exactly.
it obviously didn't work that way. Like there's
Mhm.
still bits and pieces throughout that you can tell is there, but and especially with the single Hallelujah, of course.
Mhm.
We
Mhm.
already know that with the music video and
Yes.
whatnot, but with the entire album, like there's little themes spread throughout, and of course, Woe and Pain, that second verse.
Let's just start with number one, Invocation to the Muse, the introduction to the freaking album. And I love the fact
Perfect.
that Andy referenced and compared this. This is basically the call to arms for the album Vindicate for revenge.
I love the fact that something that is different, specifically with that opening, is he's narrating.
Yeah, with this whole like monologue that he does in the intro for this album, like it's just a perfect way to kind of start up everything because it sets the themes first and
Mhm.
foremost. Like
Hmm.
the whole theme of the album with vindication and kind of feeding off of this like feeling that you're left with of be it revenge or negativity, whatever. And it's just the big lyrics that kind of stood out were like the never break, never bow, never kneel, and
Mhm.
then the obvious like no redemption, no forgiveness, vindicate. Like to go right into the song after that is just so fitting. Like it's very thematically fitting
Mhm.
and sets up the whole
Yeah.
message of the record to have a proper payoff when we get to the end.
Right.
Yes.
And I know, and we'll mention this as he goes back, like literally, he describes this whole album because essentially, if we think about it, Bleeders was officially the first song from this album and stuff, not Hallelujah. Hallelujah was like the first
No,
song from the bunch of new songs that they created for this, but Bleeders was the first one.
but with Bleeders being the first one, you can see like that's where it really spiderwebbed.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah.
it all like the themes started there, and you can tell like there's certain lyrics that he references in different like in other songs and how they connect with each other and like you can tell Bleeders was so much more even at that time even though we didn't know it was like the building block for what this album and the world that he built through the themes of it because again it's a concept record but not in the usual sense where it all built was from Bleeders.
Mhm.
And that's what's so unique because we all know that Andy does Easter eggs. And for all of us to not even realize that Bleeders was that Easter egg for the album
I know.
Vindicate. And you know,
Just
the
right.
unfortunate part too, I don't know if you guys have seen a lot of posts from fans, but fans are actually upset about Bleeders being on the Vindicate
Wait,
album.
what?
Yeah, there's fans who are genuinely upset because they said that they feel Bleeders doesn't in any way, shape, or form belong on Vindicate, and then they said it doesn't feel like it's a new album anymore. And I'm like, because
Oh,
one song that was on an EP is on an album. Like to me, Bleeders being on there makes 100% sense.
mhm.
Well, like you said, like Casey, like Bleeders was like the first tipping point of like vindication, and obviously, for most part, I will admit too, kind of went over my head because I thought Bleeders was in a new other era and stuff. Obviously, as an EP release and stuff, and obviously we talked about Bleeders. If you didn't know, it was like a whole concept album of Sweeney Todd and stuff. Which honestly, it's a revenge story of itself. If you ever
Mhm.
read the
Yep.
story playbook and stuff, or seen the Broadway show, it is a revenge story, and like Sweeney Todd himself took revenge, got the revenge, but it was a cost of his own life too at the end of the story play. And so I remember, I think it was during the commentary that I was listening to that Andy mentioned like obviously Bleeders was like the first big song from Vindicate, and it almost in a way like yes, it does connect to Vindicate, obviously, but he also mentioned like how Bleeders is also kind of in its own realm of just like almost kind of a transition between the Phantom Tomorrow and Vindicate in a way.
I mean, do we just want to dive right into the song Vindicate?
Let's
Since,
do
like,
it. Vindicate.
dude, I can't lie. I
Mhm.
love Vindicate. It literally is the fuck you song to
Yep.
all the haters
Yeah.
out there.
It just kicks the album off like instantly.
Just like
Yeah,
fuck you
You're like,
guys.
oh,
exactly.
big
It's the
bombastic, like bump, 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 the horns and everything. Like it is a perfect start right after what he says to kind of build into the hatred that he feels
Mhm.
for everyone that shits on him, right? And
Exactly.
then
That's why
we as listeners can relate.
Hmm.
yeah, and that's why I loved what you said because I do agree with you where on the Invocation to the Muse where he ends with the word Vindicate and then
Boom.
Vindicate is the next song. He did that so beautifully.
Like the
Poetic.
transition of that was just beautiful on point because like
Mhm.
obviously Vindicate is like the number two song, well I guess full song and stuff of the album, and it's the name of the album too, and so obviously it was going to be a big hit, and it's like let's talk about revenge to all the fucking shit we've been through as BVB, and also to the fans of who are fans of BVB, the shit that we got through. It was like, oh, you like these certain type of band and stuff. They look like, I'm not gonna say the word, this type of thing and stuff. They wear makeup. What are you listening to?
The constant judgment and
Mhm.
just trying to find like the whole, I don't know, feeding off of that for your own kind of power, for better or worse.
Everything Black Veil Brides did, people would shit on. But if another band did exactly what Black Veil Brides was doing, whether it was
It was
like
praised.
rhythmically or
Yes.
lyrically or just aesthetically, those other bands get praised for it. But yet BBB gets shit on, which makes no fucking sense to
I
me.
mean, if you look
Mhm.
at it now, they basically paved the way for other bands now to be okay doing makeup and stuff.
Yep.
And now those new
Yep.
bands are not getting shit for, while BVB were paving the way and they got shit for it. Like
Hmm.
hardcore.
And like you said, it even goes into the music. Like I remember a song that stands out for me from the Phantom Tomorrow. I know it's one of their later records,
Mhm.
but with Fall Eternal, like
Mm.
something so cinematic and huge as that. If any other artist in the popular sense were to have done that, it probably would have been accepted a lot more, or at least praised and gotten the like actual notice that it deserved. Where Black Veil, being that who they are, it's constantly overlooked
Yeah.
until this record, which seems a little hopeful.
And like I know we touched base on this, but like the music video itself for Vindicate was like something that I was just
What a
not
video.
expecting. First of all, I know I said this before. Andy respectfully sploosh with the vampire teeth.
It was something that was so out of pocket for Black Veil Brides. It's like if you
Hmm.
compare their past music videos and to the Vindicate music video, you think you would have never seen them do this. And in my head, kind of the way that I took it was you have people that are like, oh, this is like something that other bands would do. So now I'm totally going to listen to Black Veil Bride. So it almost made me wonder, like, is this the fuck you to all those people? Like, is this what we need to do to get your guys' attention? Is this what we have to be for you guys to listen to us and enjoy us?
I like that take.
They there's so many elements in that music video from like just like the as lack of a better word, the circus horns or circus music from the start of it, and then how it just like boom goes straight into like the start of it of just the guys playing it, and then obviously the storytelling of the two nuns and stuff, and then at the end of the music video obviously we have this like big vampiric orgy sexual party and stuff. So
I don't know if you guys knew this, but with Vindicate, that circus intro, I guess, was never actually
yeah,
supposed to be something
yeah.
that was there. Jake created it as just a placeholder, but it ended up working. The reason that I think it works so well because it really vibes with the music video where I stated in our very long past video when we discussed Vindicate that religion is a fucking circus. And I was like, this works out so well.
Hmm. Thematically, 100%.
Certainty. Okay,
Certainty.
so
Oh,
I know. Okay. It was fun to hear the fact that Certainty was the last song they've written for this album. And yet it's like the third song and it was like the second music video, right? Or single that was released.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, second music
My
video and
my
second
favorite
single.
single for sure. Yeah,
Mm,
the second single, my favorite of the singles we got.
it was just
Love that song. Oh,
I was just not expecting that I mean, obviously this whole album was everything was new for me. I mean, obviously it was just like, whoa. So, but like
oh yeah. To
Certainty,
open up the like
right?
the
It was just
chugging.
like that part
Blackmail, is this
alone. I'm
you?
just like, okay, I'm hooked. I'm hooked. Continue on,
Yep.
please. The music video alone, like, oh my God, like BVB was not joking. They really stepped up their game. The cinematography for Certainty was a beautiful. Like, I just couldn't get over the fact about that because I know they shot that in somewhere in Colombia in a beautiful like mansion. I'm like, man, they really traveled to this place for for this beautiful mansion, and then like the interior exterior of it was beautiful, and then like obviously the two twins who were fighting each other throughout the music video was interesting. I will admit, I know I mentioned this when we talked about Certainty, like when I first saw the music video, when I saw the twins, my head went to the story of Cain and Abel of the story,
Hmm.
because if you know that story, those were the first sons of Adam and Eve, and they did sacrifice for God, and obviously God chose one over the other brother got jealous and committed murder to the other brother, and so in a way that was the first martyr of the biblical of revenge and
Mhm.
stuff.
The director that helped direct this music video, I believe, is the same director that helped him with the music video for Vindicate as well.
Hmm.
Yeah, George Cotta, I believe his name
Hmm.
is.
Yeah.
Because he does the videos for The Plot in You, and that's why I like when it started, I'm like, I know this cinematography. I've seen this kind of video before, but obviously it's in Black Veil's own like font, if you will.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
it made it still unique to them, which was great to see. It wasn't just like, oh, they're doing this, so let us do it as well, like some bands do. Black Veil still made it their own.
Exactly. And I think that's another great thing that's about not only the music videos themselves, but the record itself is this is the first time that Black Veil Brides was able to have control over their own record rather than being told, no, it's going to be this way. They could actually do their own thing, which I
Yep.
think is what made it such a huge hit.
To every last aspect too.
Mhm.
Like the lyrics, the actual instrumentals, what they chose to put in the songs
Mhm.
versus what they took away. Like it
Yeah.
was all their decision, and that's it shines, it shows. Like it's the most
Exactly.
authentic Black Veil has ever been.
And he even mentioned this during his commentary, like there is a part of like this is Black Veil Brides. Oh, this is Black Veil Brides, but they're adding new elements to it to go heavier, to go deeper. But if they're still sticking to their base core of like we are
Mhm.
Black Veil Brides, so it's just like it's a very interesting take of what they're doing, and I love the experimentation that they're doing. I mean, it's fucking paying off. I just have to say that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're
It's
doing
like
them and still evolving, like
Yeah.
regardless.
that's
Bingo.
exactly took the words right out of my mouth.
Yes. I know we talked about Bleeders, but is there anything else we want to talk about Bleeders? Because that it was right after Certainty. I mean, Bleeders, hello, beautiful.
Yeah, amazing music video. Love the Sweeney Todd stuff.
Mm,
And like, I guess I'm happy that it has almost two separate lives. Like as a song, you can take it probably how people that are saying it doesn't fit on the album are taking it like it is a Sweeney Todd song.
mhm.
It is with that revenge kind of aspect. Where also it fits into certainty, or sorry, Vindicate, because of the revenge aspect and
Yeah.
themes that it holds as well. So I love just the two lives that it kind of has.
By chance, though, while we're on the Bleeders topic, were either of you able to listen to the cinematic version of
It is so
Bleeders?
fucking
Yes.
beautiful. Like I was like, it gave me chills. Like, oh.
Yeah. I thought it was one of the most beautiful things Blackfoot Brides has ever done. And I don't know if you guys caught this. Maybe I'm just thinking too much into it. But when you listen to it, the second verse is exactly how it starts in the original song Bleeders without the cinematic. Did you guys catch that? Does this make sense?
Yeah, I would say so.
Like
I'll
if you
have to go
okay,
back.
okay, Ruth.
Okay, hi.
Listen to Bleeders, the very opening of it, like
Okay,
not the lyrics, just
okay,
the rhythmic sounds
okay,
itself. And then when you listen to the cinematic version and it gets to the second verse, the rhythmic sound is exactly how they started the original Bleeders.
okay. I got homework to do.
With like the big, yeah, the atmospheric kind of how it bubbles up.
Yes, exactly. And also, I love the random gun cock and boom. Well, and of course, all the sounds of the shh,
Yeah.
the razor, making the noise. I thought, oh my
It
God.
was almost okay. Maybe this is silly to say, but like the first time I listened to it, obviously gave me chills. It made me think, like, did BVB do like an ASMR version of their songs?
I don't know. I guess it kind of made me feel just kind of like it could have fit in the credits of the movie for Sweeney Todd.
Yes,
Like that's
Yes.
how it kind of gave me the vibe of. I'm like, this should have been, or in a future Sweeney Todd remake, if Andy ever gets that dream come true of
Ooh,
being Sweeney Todd more than just in the
Yes.
I
music video, like it
love
would
that.
fit in that.
Tough question for you guys. Which one
Go
do you
for it.
prefer?
Oh,
Bleeders or the
come on,
symbolic
don't do
version?
this.
No,
Come
I'm doing
on.
it. No, I'm doing it.
I would have to say the original,
Ooh,
but
keep it.
that's just because I've heard it more. Like
That's
I
fair.
listen
Yeah.
with Vindicate. Whenever I listen to Vindicate, I am very particular, I guess. I listen from start to finish, and the way that I have it in my playlist, cinematic version of Bleeders is right after Eschaton.
Mhm.
So it just continues with the bonus tracks there because I have all of them saved to my phone.
Yeah.
And so when I am listening to it, I do listen to both. But I think if I was to just pick one on a whim, like I want to hear this, it would most often be just the original.
I like that answer. I can't lie, mine is the cinematic version because Blackfoot Brides has never done something like that. And just hearing it, I fell so in love with it. I already loved Bleeders, but that cinematic just made me fall in love with it all over again.
And yeah, now that I think about it, like, don't get me wrong, Bleeders when it first came out was beautiful. It was hauntingly beautiful. Like, we screamed and stuff because of Sweeney Todd and shit and all the blood and gore and whatever. But I'm just like, hearing the symphonic version of it, I'm just like, again, it automatically gave me chills. And I'm like, oh. So I'm just like,
Mhm.
I guess I would have, yeah, I would pick that one. So, evil.
Excellent. I have to be evil. I mean, come on now.
Well, not to mention just the music video for the song when that first came out. Like I know it's Sweeney Todd aesthetic, but
Mhm.
like what a video. Are you kidding? Like it
It
zooms
was
into the music box and it's them like spinning.
beautiful, and I was freaking out just
Beautiful.
because like the jackets that they wore came from a UK artist, Lee from Saints of the Undead, and I had been
Mhm.
begging and manifesting for him to work with BVB for the jackets,
Like
and he
please.
finally did, and I'm just like, ah! So hallelujah.
My soul.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
I love
Oh,
Hallelujah. That
it's
was
so
such a
intense.
cool freaking music video. When they dropped
Hmm.
it, I was not ready for that shit.
And I didn't even know
It's
this.
what Crimson Skies should have been, like in terms of
Yes!
that.
Thank you so
You know?
much. It
Thank
literally
you!
gave me those vibes.
Yeah.
Dude, yes. I think out of all like the animation, lyrical, or vocal music videos they've done, Hallelujah nailed it because
Yeah,
they
top
worked
tier.
with a animator, I think from Italy and stuff and stuff. And again, going back to that Paradise Lost, a lot of this album was inspired for that. So like the whole concept of Hallelujah, about Satan's falling and stuff, and then Adam and Eve and everything else. Beautiful.
So cinematic for sure.
Yeah, it caught me off guard that it was animated at first, but it's like the whole theme of Vindicate is so rooted in that Paradise Lost story that it couldn't
Mhm.
have been better.
And just like I know a lot of us who know the concept of like the whole Satan, the devil, his story stuff. Like he was a beautiful angel that God
Hmm.
created and stuff. He was the most beautiful angel, but unfortunately, due to things that Lucifer, Satan, turned his back against God, and God banished him. And while Lucifer was going down, which is now hell, he brought others down with him and stuff. And so just to see that concept of the war happening and then seeing that Gabriel, beautiful angel, turning into Satan himself was on point and stuff. And I love the fact that they also incorporate, and Andy said that the choir that you hear in the
Yeah.
background
Mhm.
was from Tampa, Florida, and they did a phenomenal job. And fun fact, if you guys did not know, you know how the song started, Hallelujah, my soul. Originally, they didn't have that for the original. That was just the choir did
Really?
that in the studio, and Andy's like, that's how we should open it.
Put it in.
Yeah.
Well, what's funny about Hallelujah when they first dropped it too, obviously me thinking that is the backup vocals, like Jinx, Jake, Lonnie
Yes.
singing the
With everyone
Hallelujah
else, yeah.
parts, and then when you watching the documentary and seeing that they
Yeah.
brought in a choir, I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I felt like such a fool. I'm sitting here thinking that's the backup vocals and it's a choir.
It's
And
so
they did
impressive that they got that.
Yeah.
And to mention not just the choir, which was insane. I'm glad they finally got to the level where they can get that.
Mhm.
But also the big massive scream. Like that is insane to know that like it wasn't just Andy either. Because when I first heard it, I was like, damn, that is something I've never heard this man ever be able to do. So much to the point where like my friend even said like that can't be him. But sure enough, it is. But also mixed in with Lilith Czar,
Yeah, her
her
secret
scream,
sauce, as she says, she has her
yeah,
secret sauce in here and there.
which is
Yeah.
really cool to actually know. And I don't know, it just kind of builds to then get into Cut, right? Like later on in the album where she is a actual feature rather than just in the background. It's also just those layers of depth that they're able to have through this record.
That middle part, the talking part where he says, I was the outcast, the ghost of my muse.
Oh
I just
yeah.
want to take this time to acknowledge the fact that Andy has been working on his vocals like crazy. I
Hmm.
love how deep. I mean, his voice is already fucking deep, let's be honest. But the fact that he was able to get it to go even deeper for just that talking point, I almost thought, okay, did they edit it deeper? Just because it sounded so freaking insane.
Well, it adds to that whole song. Like it makes it feel like it is coming from that whole, like, bottom level where he's just bringing it up,
Yeah,
kind of like a demonic possession
Yeah.
or a changing of, Lucifer turning into actual
Yeah.
what we know as Satan, right? So it's like
exactly.
thematically great. And also a throwback to us, outcasts, right? And
Mhm.
how they
Yes.
started.
Cut. I just impressed with everything that they did. I don't know how it was meant to be for the gods, the manifestation of the BVB gods for how Cut to come. Obviously, Lilith Czar was featured, and just the fact that we actually got a collaboration with BVB and Lilith Czar.
Yes. Well, that's what I'm saying. I know they've done collaborations before, but not Black Veil
Yeah.
Brides. We never had something with Lilith on a Black Veil Brides album beyond Lost It All. This right here is like a full-blown collaboration work, and it, out of all the Black Veil Bride music videos, hands down, this is the most beautiful video they have ever
Oh yeah.
created.
And
The
it's
way
just,
Andy looks at Juliet, oh my
oh,
God, my heart.
I
Like you can see it
know.
in his eyes. Like they love each other
they
so much,
love
man.
each
Like,
other.
oh,
Yes.
it is
Period.
so
Like,
beautiful to see.
for them to reach 10 years of from their wedding anniversary, it's beautiful. The fact that Juliet was able to incorporate her wedding dress into the music
Hmm.
video itself.
They
Yes.
harmonize so well together as
Hmm.
well. Like I know we've heard it kind of in like Not Broken Yet by Juliet Sims, like that song.
Hmm.
And also when they did their cover of the Adele track
Yeah.
for like that Pop Goes
When
Punk.
we were young. Yeah.
But like that was Andy Black, it wasn't
Yeah.
just Blackveil like you mentioned. And it's it's just the big ballad of the album. Like they saved it for last. They didn't want to show it to us during that Veeps live stream. They
Ah,
really made it
little
like this
teasers.
is the big song, right? And it shows like it was the ballad of the album.
But I also like the fact that Cut, if you think about it, for this whole album, Cut is it's not super intense and stuff. It's like a little bit more slow paced compared to all the other songs, but for some odd reason, it just works. So,
Oh
Hmm.
yeah. Even though the album itself is hard, you have to at least have that one song that's a little
that's
bit calmer than the others. But that's what I love. The whole album is hardcore, and then Cut is very soft and beautiful. And it's a mixture of sadness and love. Like so many emotions go into that song.
Well, it's
Really.
very vulnerable, to be honest. Like, it's a
Hmm.
vulnerable song. A lot of the songs are on this record, but for what Cut is, and the fact that Lilith is featured for just Andy himself, like as his person, like that's how you feel in life. You have your person, or if you're lucky enough to have your person,
Yeah.
you have that person that you feel safe enough to be that vulnerable around, and then the song also, kind of coincides with that feeling, and why
Mhm.
it's kind of slowed down compared to the rest of the record. It's almost like a pre-moment of solace before we get to the overture.
Goes and coincides exactly what you said. Both parties feeling that exact same emotion of the outside world and taking in all of that hurt and anger because they both have dealt with the same shit their whole life.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
she even said
two sides
herself,
of the same
like,
coin.
their journey together as a couple, they went through some hurdles too and stuff, and they're now at a
Hmm.
point where they're like, in a way, gotten their shit together, healed, and cut out like cut a lot of toxic people out of their lives and stuff. And now for them to be genuinely happy and where they are and stuff, and just for them to have this experience and for them to share this for us fans, again, beautiful and heartwarming and couple goals.
They gave us a peek into the like behind their curtain.
Alive.
Ugh, hard,
Ooh.
in my opinion, hardest song.
It is the hardest. Oh, okay. I would say second hardest, just to be just.
Nope, nope, it's the
Okay, okay.
hardest. It's
For
number
me,
one.
I would say second hardest, but Alive. I didn't know what to expect, obviously, but when Alive came on, I was just like, and they're not kidding. So after listening to Cut and stuff, and
Hmm.
then we go like back to intensity with Alive.
Right into it, punch in the face, like literally.
Mhm.
Like, oh,
I love what he said about Alive, the song. So Andy said himself during the commentary of it, it's like, for let not to bring it back, but I'm going to Ratchet and Divine, he made the song Lost It All to let fans know it is okay to feel down. You don't have to like fix yourself and bring yourself back up together. Alive, he's letting fans know it is okay to feel anger, to feel pissed off. But just keep in mind that that makes you still alive. And I just love how he just worded that.
I gotta say, it was definitely one of the tracks on the album that I kind of caught me off guard. Like, I know the whole album's heavy for
Mhm.
sure, but just how intense with like the raw screams, because there's not much
Yeah.
to drown it out.
Yeah.
It's him yelling at you through, like, to kind of present that anger
Hmm.
that he feels, right? And the whole commentary on the people that are pretending to be holy, believing that what they are preaching or doing is the best, the right thing, and just the constant kind of struggle that brings to someone that is on the other end of that. And it's never really thought of, right? Because, oh, people don't agree with you. We don't need to worry about how you feel.
Yeah.
But it's also just finding that anger or that feeling and being alive because of it, like you mentioned through the reference to Lost It All.
Hmm.
And that's why I think the chorus is so beautiful that I'm alive and free of
Hmm.
misery.
Hmm.
It's one of those, I love this song so much because I'm like, oh my God, like we have a full-blown screaming song, which means everything to me. I almost wish he didn't sing the chorus. I'm like, oh, I wish he would have just
You wanted
screamed
it
the whole
all.
You just want a
thing.
full, like, just like,
As much as I would have loved a full scream, I think the chorus part needed to be sung.
It
just
kind of
for,
brought the song back down to, well, not only what we know for Black Veil, but just like to keep it on the same level rather than just be like
yeah.
so intense, because you
Yeah.
need to have those moments in your life where you do take that breath. And that's kind of the
Hmm.
chorus
Hmm.
of and why it's like sung.
I almost felt like maybe I'm just going off in a theory here, but I feel like Alive was almost given to the OG BB fans who went through hatred and bulliness of being a fan of BBB because,
Yeah.
like, you know, Nicole and I have been teased so many times. I'm sure, like a lot of OG fans, we've been teased for liking Black Veil Brides. Is like, oh, they're nothing, they're stupid. Just being down is like, oh, they're worthless, they're stupid, and we got bullied for it and wearing the t-shirts and stuff, the makeup, the Andy Six makeup and stuff. And so there were times I remember being an OG fan and like in high school, like I just got so fed up with it. I'm like in my head, I was like, shut the fuck up. Like seriously, shut up.
That's what makes this album hard because I feel with those same people that were saying those terrible
Mhm.
things to all of us fans who are now enjoying Black Veil Brides, it's one of those, that's awesome for you. That's great. Glad you like Black Veil Brides now. But there is still like a fire in me that is just igniting with so much hatred and anger towards them. Because now I'm like, how dare you like Black Veil Brides? You can't like Black Veil Brides after all the shit you put them through and us fans through. But at the same
Yeah.
time, it's like trying to bring myself
Namaste.
back down and be like, you know what? No, no, because we're not gatekeepers. Everyone is welcome to Black Veil
Yeah.
Brides, and it's amazing to see the turnaround.
Hmm.
Yep.
Don't worry, I get it. Our angsty teenager self wants to be those gatekeepers, but I understand.
Yes.
Yes, like you just said, you have to take that deep breath, which is the chorus of the song. So 100%, it just coincides.
All right, the overture, poker turn. Oh my God, the overture.
Purgatory.
They always do such an amazing job with those.
I always look
Like,
forward to
Jinx,
it.
how do you do this?
I am so fucking grateful that they have Jinx because Jinx is just like
Mhm.
I a servant. Like he is a talented. He is the modern day of Mozart. I'm just gonna say that.
We need a full-blown pure classical song. Like, and then I try with the overture. When you listen, I tried in every single one to find, okay, which songs is he
Yes,
doing it
Mhm.
to?
same
And I
Yep.
was
here.
Yep.
obviously Alive and Cut is in
Yes, yes,
Purgatory.
yes.
And
I
and
was doing the
bleeders.
same.
Okay, thank you. I was trying to, I'm sitting here, I'm like, I can't tell what the other one is.
Yeah,
No,
I
If
love
it's
how
there's
they're able
more,
to do
someone
that
say
with
it
the songs.
now.
Well, yeah, I don't know if there's
I
more, but
don't
for me, I
know.
picked out those for sure.
Controversial. I think this might be a better overture than Russian Divine.
I agree.
Oh,
I
yeah.
agree. And I'm expecting now an overture for every single album. So,
I mean, they should. It's kind of like their thing to
It is
say it
their
for
thing.
better or for worse,
This
but it's like it's always great.
BVB does this in a way that it just fucking works. And I feel like if any
Hmm.
other band attempts to, they're going to butcher it. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
yeah, this
I
is
mean, this one
BBB's
was even
thing.
on like next level because
Hmm.
this they had again more than just Jinx.
Yeah.
Like they brought in people to play like
Mhm.
the horns or the
Yeah.
strings and like he got to orchestrate them, which is like something he's never done. So it's so
Mozart and
like
Beethoven.
again another evolution that they're doing as
Mhm.
specifically for him. Like it's great to see.
Revenger.
I love the fact that Revenger is also about, well, it's not about, I should say the book Andy wrote, Revenger, is about the
Oh yes.
song
Oh,
Revenger.
100%. And he even said that in his audio and commentary, like how Revenger, it's just a song of like, let's just fucking get revenge. We're fucking pissed off. It's just like, let's really deep in the concept of revenge and stuff. And he also mentioned like how he was able to like, we get pissed off, we want revenge. Like he also mentioned V for Vendetta. If you guys have
Hmm.
seen that movie, like he even has a tattoo of that because that was a whole concept of revenge itself, the V for Vendetta and
Yeah.
stuff. The fact that they also got Machine Head to do his
Yes.
part. And I didn't know this until I listened to Annie's commentary that obviously, BVB got bullied by a lot of bands as they first started and stuff, but like Machine Head was like the one band that actually stood up for Black Veil
Hmm.
Brides during the music industry as they were starting to become. And so like it was kind of like a full circle moment, like, hey, we're doing this concept about revenge. Do you want to join in? So
Yeah, you'd be the perfect voice for this. And I
yeah.
love that because like he was specifically the singer, if I don't know about the whole of Machine Head, but like they were able to prop Black Veil up. They stood
Hmm.
up for them. And a
Hmm.
lot of bands that tried to stand up for other bands, like they would just always fall back, right?
Yeah.
And it sucks to see, but it is kind of how it went. And it was just awesome to get him on the song because I knew nothing about Machine Head,
Yeah, same
not
here.
a thing.
Yeah.
So it was completely brand new voice and whatever, but it fit for this song because that's what Andy wanted. He
Hmm.
wanted a different voice to say these things because it fit with the song. And even as aggressive as it is, like as a song and the whole record, but the Revenger song itself, it's very, very aggressive, but I love just the perspective they were able to bring from it.
I respect Machine Head so much simply for the fact that knowing that they were standing up for Black Veil Brides because no other bands did that. I mean, if they did, I haven't heard about it, but I didn't even know about Machine Head until this album came out, or at least until the song was released, I should say the single. So like it gave me so much more respect for the band itself, and I'm a fan of Machine Head now. I have Now, that's what I love though about, bands that work with other artists. You're able to find other artists through them, and that's something that Andy has mentioned he's very particular on is he
Mhm.
doesn't just work with anybody, and that's why we don't have a lot of Black Veil Bride collaborations with other artists, but I am honestly okay with that. I would much rather him be picky as shit than just willing to work with whoever.
Makes it
Hmm.
feel more like an event almost. Like this
Yeah.
is a very specific, well thought out, like not just thrown in because, oh, this person can get us so many streams or whatever.
Hmm.
Like it's actually for the artistry of the
Yeah.
song
It's
itself, be it the record, whatever.
Sorrow. I fucking love Sorrow. I'm just gonna have to say that.
One of my favorites from the record.
Literally one of my favorites. I literally,
Mhm.
it's like my number one song every time I go to work, and I'm just like,
Probably
Chorus?
my favorite chorus of the whole album.
I was just about to say the
Like,
chorus is so unlike something Black Veil Brides has ever done before. I just
I
thought, what the fuck is
I know
this? I
I was
love
taken
it.
yeah,
back, and I was just like, I'm the enemy. I'm the enemy. I was just like, what the heck is I like? I was like squealing in bed. I was like, ah!
Most bands do like rhythmic things of like,
Yeah.
whoa, or stuff like that. But their whole like, I can't let it win, then I'm like, what? I've never heard something
Mhm.
like that done before. And it
Mhm.
worked.
on paper it probably wouldn't, but they did it in a way that like it did. It worked completely. And the
Yeah.
whole like robotic I am the enemy kind of thing behind of it, it just kind of like I don't know, it added to the song. Like at
I
first I was like, what the hell is
I know.
this?
I was just
But
like,
then it's like, wait, it fits.
I was like, do they go dubstep a little bit? I was like, I'm the because I'm like, I'm okay with this. Like seriously, I'm okay with this. Like it fucking works though.
Hate to say, but like it's very relatable, of course. And it's
Mhm.
also very vulnerable, like for people
Mhm.
that have struggled through shit. Like,
Yeah.
and also the self kind of deprecation that people feel.
Yeah.
Like it touches on that. It's a very heart, like close to
Yeah.
the heart kind of song for me
I would
from this
agree.
record.
Mhm.
Grace interlude. Another beautiful masterpiece by Jinx and everyone else.
It's
Yep,
like a
very
perfect
short,
intermission.
short and
It was
sweet.
very short. I was like, it was interesting because like we got to the overture, then Revenger and Sarah, and then we got to Grace, and like, okay, take a breather, take a breather, get ready for the
Yep.
next steps. Just take a breather.
It was very short and concise, but it kind of gave us that moment to kind of settle with that
Yeah,
sorrow, for
yeah.
lack of a better term, from the last song. And like
Yeah.
I kind of wrote here, it's almost as if to say in the music that like this can't be the way, because as this album's building
Mhm.
with the whole feeling of vindication and how it's such a negative emotion that just kind of eats away, but you can use it as fuel. As the record kind of goes, if it's the feeling of like that almost overtaking oneself and getting lost
Mhm.
in that negativity, that anger, whatever, what have you. And it's just that moment of, again, just like a breath.
Yeah.
Like it's the moment to, is this really where I'm supposed to be, what I'm supposed to do? And it's kind of like a question. That's
Yeah.
kind of how I took it.
That's pretty
Mhm.
good.
It's a perfect breather song before getting
Yeah.
into another slap you in
Oh,
the face.
it's like now that I
Hmm.
think about it, yeah, a good breather song to like, okay, you're in for the home stretch for this concept album. Like this is almost the end of it. So,
Yeah. It's like sorrow is very emotional.
mhm.
And then it's kind of think of you going to sleep at night. You put your head on the pillow and you're drifting off to sleep, or at least trying to, while it's your moment of clarity. And before it overtakes again, which is right in the next song with the heaviness again, right? So like very good distinction.
Ava Maria, I would say is the heaviest song in this album. That's just my opinion
Oh
though.
yeah.
I know, Nicole, you disagree with me, but
I
I would say
100% disagree. Like, it's
that.
definitely heavy, but it's not the heaviest.
I want to say it's the most aggressive one.
I will
Like
I
if
can
give
not
get
that.
down
heavy,
with
Yeah,
then
I
that.
could get yeah.
aggressive. Because it's just like in your face, the instant, and the again, it's not like Alive where the instruments are kind of pulled back.
Yeah.
They're in your face too. Like it's all
Hmm.
there. It's very almost kind of like garage band punk rock esque
Yeah.
while still
I can
being
see that,
metal.
yeah.
Like
Yeah. So I can definitely determine the difference. Alive is definitely like very angry lyrically,
Mhm.
but Ava Maria is definitely aggressive instrumentally.
mhm. And I mean the beginning, because obviously the
Right.
song builds and changes as it
Oh,
goes
of course.
So I
to
will
fit.
full on admit this. I did not
Hmm.
expect Ava Maria to go as intensely and aggressive because I grew up in church and my mom is a hardcore Catholic religion woman. I will have to say, side note, when I told her about this album, she's like, it's so angry, Chiquita. Are you okay? Are you angry?
Aw.
Like, I'm just like, Mom, it's okay. I'm okay. Yes, I know it's angry. Just don't take it the wrong way. She's very conservative and religious.
You
Anyway.
should have just played with her, like, yeah, no, I'm pissed off.
But either way, Eva Maria, like I know there's another version of that song somewhere about it's low, it's an opera version. So I was thinking they were gonna take a little play twist on it, but then when I heard the aggressive intensity, I'm like, I was so wrong. Okay, this is
Oh yeah.
another direction.
Yeah, it falls in my top three. Like my top three for the album is Sorrow, this one, and then the one we're about to get into after. But and one of my favorite lyrics from it is the I believe it's when around the gang vocals, if not a little bit before it, but they say about what's divine, we don't decide. And it also speaks on the whole album, like what they've been speaking about the whole time, right? People always thinking that what they think or what they know, what they preach is right. And it's like we don't get to actually decide what is truly divine. I
Right.
just that lyric always kind of stood out whenever I hear the song.
One pain. Okay, Nicole, I know you love this song. You might be biased because of WWE and stuff.
It's
Let's say Woe and
crazy that
Pain.
it got that in there. That's crazy.
I know. I was so thrilled. Like, I think that is the third time that wrestling has used one of Black Veil Bride's songs, but never for WrestleMania. Their last one was for like a pay-per-view Hell in a Cell and then for the video game. But Woe and Pain is my absolute favorite song off this entire album. I love how it's like a very slow build up. To me, it's very poetically sung, and then you have this crazy drop that happens. But for me personally, like this song just speaks to me so much. Like I don't obviously the way that I interpret the song is we have demons in our head that will literally trap us and sometimes we can get stuck in there and I feel like that's kind of where a lot of depression and anxiety can come from. Like we're listening to these demons, we're allowing them to control our minds and they keep us chained in there and I really think it is about breaking through and being able to tell yourself like no, that is not what's happening. Like you're able to create your own life. I don't know if any of that is making sense, but it's what I interpret it to be. I feel like we all have demons that live in us and it's whether or not we allow them to keep us chained. Some people break free, others don't.
Love that. No, 100%. It makes all the sense because, like, the song, anyone listening to it, I know it's your takeaway, of course, but I think anyone listening to it can understand that, like, you're either going to let the demons win, all of this negativity, whatever you're facing in your own personal life, or you're going to break the chain literally and escape it because you know that it's just a downward spiral. And Andy, obviously, first hand, knows that. The whole
Yeah.
band does. Like, they've lived that and they are now with this record doing just that, breaking that chain, letting go of all that stupid, the people that shit on them,
Yeah.
the constant struggles that they face. They're not caring about it anymore, or at least trying to. And
Yeah.
that's what everyone has to do is try, because that's all you can do, and
And then
not let it win.
another message I kind of got from this song is like, I know, like Nicole, you mentioned all the demon stuff, which I feel like everyone has their demons, even if they admit it or not. But like at the same
Mhm.
time, it's just like kind of a reassuring that like we're fucking human. We're human. We're not this perfect person who knows everything, who has their shit together and stuff. Like I know everyone handles life in reality differently, but at the end of the day, we're all human at the end of the day.
Hmm.
And this is the song that connects with Bleeders.
Hmm.
When he sings in Bleeders about the demons,
Yeah.
he even sings in this one, the demons sing, right? Like he is now surrounded by the
Yeah.
demons, and it's just the intensity that the actual story has built if you're paying attention.
Hmm.
I was like, oh, the depth that this record has.
Yes.
It's some of the reason why I love a lot of the artists that I love, and Black Veil's past stuff too, of course.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
depth that they're able to really just bring out of music. It's more than just base level, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, I think that's like the beautiful part about Black Veil Brides is I know that Andy sings about a lot of the things that he has dealt with personally,
Mhm.
and it's really crazy how an artist can make music like that is so relatable to so many people out there.
While using his own voice. Like he's not trying to
Yeah,
pander. He is just speaking his truth. And that's all he's ever
exactly.
done for the whole career.
And then obviously at the end of Woman Pain, it's just like, again, the transition is spot on for, I'm sorry if I butchered it. Eshkatan? How do you pronounce it?
Eschaton, I think.
Eschaton, okay.
Eschaton.
Eschaton. But yeah, it like goes right into it. Like
Beautiful.
there's
I'm just like,
no
I thought it
not
was like,
missing a beat.
I know. It was just like haunt. I was like, how do they do that? Like fucking
Yeah, because if you listen to Woe and Pain, like if you go on YouTube and you listen to Woe and Pain, and of course if you don't have the ad free, right when he says this is where it will begin again, it cuts off again and it just goes to an
Yeah,
ad. It doesn't even finish it. So like
yeah.
you need to listen to it
it
on the
flows
album to be able
completely.
to hear the transition.
Mhm.
And I think the transition is so beautiful because I love how vulnerable Andy's being in this Eshkaton. Is that how we say it?
Yeah,
Eshkatan.
Eschaton.
I
Eshkaton.
almost felt like it was conclusion of the album itself. It's the
Hmm.
this is the conclusion and so forth. And I'm so tempted to get this tattooed on me. How he ends it, just keep fighting on. Life is never won.
Hmm.
It made me cry. I was crying.
Like I was just like, fuck, you bring the facts, but fuck, you're right. It's
Hmm.
just like,
Yeah.
Well, it's like how the whole album was, as I mentioned, the love letter to us, to
yeah,
the fans.
Hmm.
yeah.
Like these are the direct words to
Hmm.
us, that life is never won. Just keep fighting on.
Yeah,
So
just keep going. Like
yeah.
Hmm.
it's just like a whole concept of like, unfortunately life is life and we don't know what life has in store for us. Like no one's ready for life. No one's ready to grow up and to be a fucking adult. It's fucking hard, I will say that. But it's just like
Oh yeah.
during our lifetime as this planet where we're in and stuff, or Earth, or however you want to take that. We in a way travel our own journeys, and yes, unfortunately, some bad shit trauma happens to us, and that we have to deal with it and stuff. And but at the same time, it's like we also have to embrace the good in life too. It's like the wins and stuff. Like yes, there's a lot of downs, but there's also a lot of wins in life with just meeting a person who becomes your best friend and stuff, like this awesome gremlin next to me and stuff, or just like reaching out to people. And then like that's the one thing I love about this community of BVB Army is like and we've always mentioned it, it's like we are family. Like yes,
Hmm.
obviously every fandom is going to have those certain fans, mixed nuts, whatever you want to call them and stuff, but like for the most part this fandom is genuinely family. Like we look after each other and we praise each other and stuff, and it's not like a constant fight of like the spotlight, I would say.
Well, I feel like we constantly, or at least consistently, have linked on such a deep personal level.
Mm-hmm.
Like even if we don't know each other, like
Yeah.
within the BVB Army, we all have that kind of thing that we have in common, that we share.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what the band kind of brings us together,
Mm-hmm.
right? And also for like Eschaton itself, the song, if you do constantly live your life in trying to win, you're just going to miss it. Like all those good moments that you mentioned, that you're able to experience, you're going to be so focused on, wow, fuck this guy, that you're going to
Yeah.
completely miss all of the good. And that's a part of just like the breathing and just continuously fighting on through the shit because there's a lot of good within it,
Yeah.
no matter who you are.
Yes, I was about to say that's actually one of the reasons why I really love this album, and I think the storytelling is so beautiful because we start off so angry, and it's about Andy saying, use all of that anger as fuel and fight your way through life. But then as you slowly get there at the end, he's basically telling you living your life that way is not worth it. And I just think it's the most beautiful way to explain vengeance, vindication in the most perfect way possible. You can have
Mhm.
it and you can definitely use that to fuel you more throughout life, but you don't want it to take control of
Yeah.
you.
You don't want to feel consumed by it,
Exactly.
100%. And this whole album, like with Eschaton, the way it ends, it's a lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mhm.
at the beginning, it talks about use this to fuel you, don't let it go, let it fester.
Yeah.
And then by the end, it's almost the self-realization of like, no, I'm wrong. Like
Yeah.
I learned through this that that's not the way. And it kind of, I don't know, it's just very poetic. And it's something that I didn't fully expect from this record. As much as hope I had, I wasn't going to expect something like that. And it caught me off guard, especially with those final words and
Mm-hmm.
how they're repeated.
Yeah.
Yeah, just brought the tears. They're words that we needed to hear
Mhm.
while they had to find that out for themselves, and
Yeah.
they wanted to let us know to learn from their mistakes
Yes.
in
That's
within their
why
life.
I think it's so sad hearing him say, I guess that I pretend to be okay, and then going skipping a few lines and going down to never see the face of shame. I hid it so well.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
It's also to touch on you never know. You never know what someone's dealing with. You never know what someone's internal
No.
battles are.
Yeah.
Don't be a piece of shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, honestly. And like the bonus songs for this album too was amazing. Like obviously I know we talked
Oh,
about a little bit about the Bleeders version of it and also My Chemical Romance, the cover of it, and then
Thank you for the venom.
Thank You for the Venom,
yes,
and then
yes. Thank you for the venom was beautiful.
oh, what was the other one? There was another bonus song.
Death of Seasons
Yes, Death of Seasons.
Thank
There you
you.
go. Hmm.
And then the typo
and
negative
yes,
black number one, which I still haven't heard because you can only listen to it on
I
iTunes.
know. I'm low key like just like
you could
eh,
buy it off their web store. That's how I got it.
Wait, what the fuck?
what?
Send me the
Like off of,
link.
I don't know if it's still there,
No.
but it was on their Diggers store, and I got the
Oh.
like download
Yeah, I
for
when
my
I
computer to
downloaded
put
it,
on
it
my
didn't
phone.
come with it, so unless I could double
Oh
check.
my God, I'm like about to fucking go into fucking Godzilla mode right now. And I just want to point out, thank you for the venom. Was so interesting to hear because growing up, I knew My Chemical Romance first before Black Veil Brides was a thing. So
Obviously.
MCR was like my middle school years, and I love Thank You for the Venom. It's like one of my favorite songs. So to hear BVB do a cover of it, I
It was
appreciate
so
that they
cool.
made it their own and did it
Mhm.
differently.
Yes.
It was one of those that took me back a bit because I was like, oh my God, I was expecting it to sound a little bit different, but listening to it more, I'm like, you know what? I can appreciate this. It
Yeah,
sounds
I'm
exactly how
glad.
Black Veil Brides would have made it if it was their own song.
And I just
Yep.
also love the fact that, like, like you just said, like for most of us, like My Chemical Romance was our middle school years. Like it was obviously first for me too before Black Veil Brides. Like I remember listening to them and stuff. And then it's just like obviously I feel like BBB knew that already. Like most of the fans that listen to BBB, like they obviously grew up with My Chemical
I,
Romance, so let's give them a little goodie. So
I appreciate so much how they're able to do their covers, like when they do them, even back to like the Rebels EP when we got Rebel Yell. You know, like they've always found a way to do it authentically them. Like they black veilify the songs.
I
Oh my
love
Like
God, I
it.
love that.
Oh
Black
my God, can we make
Veilify,
that into a
yes.
sticker? Black Belt. Please, I will.
Black
Oh my God, please,
Veilify.
someone in the internet make that into a meme or a sticker or like a saying. Like, I need that in my
Dude,
life now.
yes. Every time you
they
want to
just
hear a
have a
cover
way.
of something, Black Veilify it. Oh my
Black
God.
Valify it. Like,
Yep.
I'm gonna Black Valify this. Nicole, you need to Black Valify this. Black album overall is beautiful. The artwork is freaking gorgeous. This, I mean, Richard Villa nailed it. I will have to say with this artwork and just the fact that for those of us who got the vinyl, also got this bonus poster of whatever this fallen creature is.
I'm just happy to have Richard back working with Black Veil Brides.
Yes. Yes. He's done their best artwork. Nothing against the Phantom Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Love the oil painting aesthetic for it. It's great. But Richard Villa, like it's like Andy and him share a same brain,
Oh,
or at
they
least to
do.
some extent.
Period.
Yeah.
They
You know,
fucking
like they
share
just
a brain.
instantly know. Like Andy can explain something, he knows what to
I
draw.
almost feel like they don't
Like,
even talk. They just like telepathically know. It's like, we got you.
yeah.
We got you. Like, there's no talking. There's just like one look in their eyes. I'm like, I got you.
And they just, yeah.
Mhm. One thing that I do want to say about like this album cover real quick, it's I'll bring it up here. I don't know if a lot of you guys have deep dived into Richard's Instagram,
Hi.
but something that's very interesting with this being the bride, they
Mhm.
actually had one of Black Veil Bride's concerts, August 2009, when they played for the first time on the West Coast at the Exhibit A gallery. They had the Black Veil Bride on stage.
Oh, no shit.
But they actually had the Black Veil Brides on stage while they were playing. So it does make me wonder, this bride goes way back. She's been there since the beginning. And it just, her story is making me so curious on how she got to the point of where she is today.
Well, it ties into that religious theme too, because that's the
Yeah.
basis of humanity, right? Like that's where
Yes.
you're told it begins. And if the bride was always there from the beginning, like poetic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Richard and Andy are the only ones who know the concept of this. Like after this artwork was revealed, and obviously this fallen angel creature was also revealed, I'm just like, after Nicole explained her whole BVB lore on every artwork, I'm just like, this is just adding more to the lore. Like there's so many connections on all the artwork that Richard Villa has done for Black Veil Brides, like the bride, this fallen creature creation and stuff, and just like
It's like lore building that has gone over the
no,
years without really
it
realizing it.
really
Yeah.
is. There's a lot more to this. And like Nicole and I have
Hmm.
discussed, like we really need to dig dive on Richard Villa's fucking artwork because
No, we need to, because
there's
I've discovered more, girl.
oh,
I've
I'm sure
discovered
you did. And
more.
I've discovered more too when it comes to this fucking artwork. Like Richard, we love you. Like seriously, can we just I just want to pick your brain more, sir.
Yeah, it's probably one of their best, if not best, like album artworks.
I
Just for
love
like the
it.
thematic, like the theme of the album, the actual just imagery that it
Hmm.
produces, the guy that's literally laying there being sacrificed, bleeding out. Like,
Hmm.
and then that whole, it's just, I don't know, it speaks for itself. You look at it and you're like, holy
It's
shit.
a eye-popping artwork for sure. I would say throughout
Mhm.
all of their albums. Like, don't get me wrong, like Richard Villa work has been amazing throughout the years, but for this one, it's just eye-catching. Like, I thought
Yep.
Wretched Divine was eye-catching, and I still didn't think so. But
Oh, yeah.
Vindicate, I'm like, hi, let's talk about you. So,
Yeah, every album artwork is beautiful in their own way, especially when it's telling a story
yeah,
strictly to that album itself. But out of all of them, hands down, the Vindicate artwork is probably the best I think Richard has ever done for Black Veil Brides.
honestly.
Yep. I think my second favorite, at least before this, was my favorite. Not album, but obviously album artwork was Veil. That
Oh,
one,
Ooh,
like when
yes.
that was announced, and like that has the similar like the cross that's kind of like
Yes, that one
eroding and
again.
whatnot, and like
There was so much detail in each of these cover
oh
artwork
yeah,
that
you.
Richard has
That's why you
done.
need the vinyl. You need to look at
You
it
need to
because like
look.
yeah.
this at a glance it looks cool, but then you actually dive into it and you're like, wow, there's so much here. Like
There's
there's
so
so
much
many little
hidden.
details, little like things that you wouldn't get. Like when you mentioned when I talked to you guys last time, the Black Veil lady, the
Mhm.
bride herself, she's holding up that head, but it's a mask.
Yes,
Wouldn't have
Yeah.
known that.
Nicole, you were evil. So I'm gonna be evil to all of us because I'm just evil. One song from the album, your favorite, as of right now.
Girl, that's not evil. That's easy. Woe and pain.
Done.
Good. Okay, Nicole is blowing pain. I sorrow. I can't get out of that.
Well, you two said my other two favorites, so I'll go with the third, which would have to be Ave Maria.
Nice. I love you, Wretched and Divine, very much. You have a very special place in my heart. Vindicate, hello. I think you have my grip. I think you have my heart grip now.
So safe to say that all of our favorite albums have changed.
Possibly.
Possibly. I do like it's hard to like inside you're like this album means so much to me, like Black Veil 4 means so much to me, and it's hard to actually replace that, but it's trying to come at it with a different view of like it's not replacing, it's still
Yeah.
there, it can
Yes.
still mean that to me, but
It
I do believe that their best work so far, which I thought was The Morning, um this has outdone it because
hmm
it has pieces of what that was while also evolving into a new realm.
hmm
And I just, yeah, I love it. There's not a single song. I know I'm biased, of course, but every album, I know I love every song on it, but this record is just that extra level.
Yeah.
Yes.
And yeah, it deserves the praise that it's been getting. It deserves the actual like critic ratings that it has gotten, the highest rated, the sales that it has gotten. Like it deserves it all.
I
Oh
know.
yeah, it does. I'm so proud of Black Veil Brides. Like this has been a long time coming. They 100% deserve
Oh yeah.
everything that is coming their way right now with this record. All right, BVB Army, thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. Casey, thank you so much for joining us on this episode for Black Veil Brides Month. Rating Let Us Know. Casey from Lights Monarch podcast. If you have not listened to him, please go subscribe to his channel and check him out. The links are going to be in the description below. And BVB Army, how are we all feeling about Vindicate? If you have not yet bought an album, go buy the album, go get the vinyl, Go stream every single song from the record on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, whatever it is that you have. You can obviously check out this podcast anywhere. We are on all streaming platforms. And if you are watching on YouTube, subscribe to our channel too, please. We'd greatly appreciate that. And we will see you next week on another episode of BVB Month.